Oxford from the inside. The good, the bad, but always the truth.
Hi, I'm Olviya. My pronouns are she, they. Welcome back to Oxford from the Inside. The good, the bad, but always the truth. Today, I am once again joined by Megan. Megan, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Megan. I use she, her pronouns, and I am a third year chemist at Trinity College.
Ooh. Today we're going to do a QQ and we're going to be asking Megan, how do you stay focused, which I think is quite apt because Megan here has just finished her exams. So Megan, tell us all, how do you stay focused?
So maybe right now is not the best time to ask because I've forgotten everything that happened during exam season. I've blanked it out, but um, there was one thing when it was kind of the week leading up to my exams. It's when I kind of felt like I really needed to knuckle down, and obviously it's very hard not to get distracted by your phone. And one thing I started doing, this is a very niche thing. One thing I started doing was just every time I wanted to use my phone, I let myself use my phone whenever I wanted. I could go on my phone whenever I wanted, but I had to do it standing up
Oh.
because it means that after 5 minutes, I was like, I'm tired. I need to sit down. I'll go back to work.
Oh, that's actually really clever, actually.
I was so tired by the end of the day, but it was effective, right?
Up, down, up, down.
Yeah. I'm like, obviously I'm not saying that you should do that if you can't stand up for long periods of time, but if you're just doing something else, because it just like it made my brain register how long I was spending on my phone. Because if I'm sitting down at my desk and I just pick up my phone, I could go on it for like an hour and then I wouldn't realize the time. But if I stand up, then like I realize the time. So that did help. I was very tired though.
I imagine you must be.
But it did help. And also they say like you should, if you're struggling to focus, like taking movement breaks is very helpful. Standing up, going for a little walk around your room. So like you can combine the two, you can relax and have a little movement break to kind of reset your brain a bit. But yeah, so that was a very specific thing that I did. And I only did that for a few days because if I did it every day, it would get too much. But you know, if you need just like I have to get this done now, and you keep getting distracted, I feel like it's a good thing just to keep you on track for like a couple hours. And there are, you know, like when there are those certain topics that you just like really really hate and you cannot focus on them.
We all know them.
I think sometimes it's fine to just not do them for today, even if you plan to do them for today. If you like, some days you just cannot, and you can't make yourself do it. If I'm there with an organic paper and I just can't focus, I just can't do it. Right, I'm wasting my time. I'm much better off using my time doing something I can actually focus on. And like, okay. And if you really can't afford, if it's the day before the exam and you like have to go over that stuff, I think it's also fine to work badly, if that makes any sense at all. It is fine to do it badly. You don't have to do it well. You don't have to go through the questions perfectly and go over everything and read your notes perfectly. If all you have the focus for is skimming, just skim read. If all you have the focus for is doing the first half of the question and then stopping, just question. If you can't focus for the full paragraph, just do a bit and then move on.
Yeah.
Like that's completely fine because doing a little bit is better than doing nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there are a lot of days where I was just doing a bit of that and then a bit of that and then a bit of that because that's all I could focus on. But and then even at the end of the day, if you think, well, I didn't actually complete anything.
Yeah.
You have done work.
Exactly.
Which is completely fine.
Like a little bit goes a long way, really.
Yeah. And that little bit that you just managed to skim read might come up in the exam and that might then jog your memory.
Exactly.
So
you never know.
If even if you can only read the sentence and then you need to stop, like good job.
That's me at the moment. The way I currently try to focus, that I downloaded an app on my phone. It's gotten to this point. I've downloaded an app on my phone. It's like, as long as you open the app and leave it there, it will grow a tree.
See, my problem with that is I'm just not emotionally invested in growing a tree.
I know what you mean.
You know what? I don't care. I want to go on my phone.
No, see, this is why you invest in a trees you want to be investing. So I invested in cherry blossom trees. So now I'm like, I want an avenue of cherry blossom trees. I'm going to work for it. It is pretty sad, but it does work.
It's as long as the motivation's there, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I'm just an anti-environmentalist. The environment's great, but I don't care about an electronic tree. I'm sorry.
That's very fair.
It's fine. So yeah, those apps do help a lot of people though. A lot of people do use them. They are really, really good if that's and I know there are other apps that like limit your screen time as well. Which again,
I don't like looking at screen time because it makes me feel pretty bad about myself.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I want the reminder of how much I've gone on my phone.
Exactly. You are a failure. Stop going on TikTok.
Yeah. Also, they all have an override button. I don't have the self-control not to just override it. So.
Right, exactly. Well, technology ruins us all, but we should go get through. Any final words of advice for anyone going through exam season right now?
I think it is, again, important just to do, even if you can only do a tiny bit can be really effective. And above everything else, you have to look after yourself. You cannot take the exam if you are not well. Look after yourself. You know, if I don't get enough sleep, I will get symptoms like I have a cold. And if you don't get enough sleep, you're more likely to get ill, particularly at the moment. That is not something you want to be doing. So sleep, eat well if you can. You know, absolutely, if a chocolate bar helps you get through the question, have a chocolate bar, but maybe also have an apple afterwards, just to give you a bit more sustenance.
Yes.
Eat well, sleep well. If exercise is good for you, but I mean, if exercise is mentally good for you, exercise. It is not a waste of your time to look after yourself.
Yeah, I think that's been like a repeating motto over the last year with everything that's happened. I think so close to the end of academic year, which is the final push. We'll get through it together.
Yeah, exactly. The end is in sight.
The end is in sight. And hopefully the good weather will continue into a very nice summer.
I can't wait.
Lovely summer evenings. I'm so excited. Well, Megan, thank you very much for joining me for today's QQ. And to our listeners, if you want to check out Mo, go and follow Oxford from the Inside on Facebook and on Twitter. And hope you're all doing well. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.